How you doing, folks? This is Sean McVeigh, Sean's Outdoor Adventures, and I'm going to check out this TideWe chair. I got this chair kind of contained, like my thought was, get something nice for, you know, in a blind, maybe like a permanent setup. You know, like maybe an elevated blind. Let's take a look here. So this chair, it's basically a swivel. It's, you know, it'll pivot, which is something you kind of want if you're in a blind. You want to be able to pivot while you're sitting there in case you got to shoot out of one window or a different one. Let's get this opened up and just take a look here. All right. So you've got like a heavy-duty base right here. So for the extension of the legs, there's a little button on the side. Essentially, you push that in and it'll slide out. We kind of want both hands for that, probably. Well, that's nice, you know, something having that adjustability, because if you're on an uneven surface, which the ground typically is, you may need this, you know, make one leg longer than another. Get the seat part out. So it does have it looks like a carrying strap. The whole seat collectively, I'll get a scale and weigh it. 19.86 pounds. So it's not real light. So this is not something you would probably want for a portable ground blind setup where you're hiking in a half a mile with the ground blind or something like that. This would be more for me anyway. It'd be more of like a permanent setup, or if, you know, it could be a portable ground blind. But if it's one that you're going to leave set up, then you could, you know, leave this in the blind. So what I'm doing right now is there's 4 screws on the bottom of the seat part, and I'm taking those out. Now I'm going to just close up the legs and hold this on there. I guess I could show you what I'm doing. Hang on a second here. So when I'm doing something like this, I'll typically just get the screws in, not very tight, just get close. And then when all of them are close, like all 4 of these are close, then I'll start snugging them in. Because if you put one in, like if I put this in all the way tight, and then I started to put the others in, I might not have everything set just square, and you know, it wouldn't get as good of a seat. Kind of like when you're changing a car tire. Okay. Take the wrapping off of the armrests here. Now, one thing I noticed right away as I'm getting this is, let me just pan down for a second here. So on the bar here, the down bar of the chair, it's padded. This is nice because, you know, when you're hunting, it's easy to bang something against metal and it makes a noise. This is a pad, so even if I had my bow and I hit that, it's not going to make a loud ding noise that it would make if it was hitting metal. Now I have the legs fully extended, and I want to get a tape measure. I'm going to measure. Now I apologize, my space here is a little bit messy, but I have the legs fully extended, so 20 inches to the seat, from the ground to the seat. So, but I mean, I could set it lower. If you've ever hunted from a ground blind though, you know that a lot of times those little stools you sit on, you draw back, your bow isn't quite high enough for the arrow to clear the window. You actually have to get up on your knees or something. This chair is actually taller than the stool that I normally have used in a ground blind. And so this one, I would actually be able to shoot out of it. In fact, I've got a target on the other side of the room. Let me grab my bow, and I'll just take a shot from the chair. And you know, you might wonder, what's it like shooting out of a chair with armrests? So let me actually demonstrate that for you so you can kind of see what this is going to look like. Hang on one second. This chair is very comfortable, by the way. I'm actually really enjoying it. All right, so let's say I'm in the ground blind. I have a little, you know, it's a bow holder you stake into the ground so you can have your bow kind of right there. So let's say I got a deer coming in over here. I want to be able to take a shot. Now, as you can see where my string is and everything, and where the armrest is, it's not in the way at all. So beautiful. I'm really happy to have this chair. And this year on my hunting property, I did want to build like a permanent blind, and I never had time to do it. If I keep the property, I've been kicking around the idea of selling it, but if I keep it, I might go ahead and build the blind and put this in it next year. All right, after measuring that, I realized you can change the height of this chair. So I just moved it up. It's actually closer to about 22 inches right there at its top setting. So you can actually put this up as high as 22 inches. You have a little height adjustability, which is good because if, you know, depending on your, let's say your blind setup, this is nice because I feel high up, so less movement if I had to stand. But I'm going to put a link for this chair in the description section if you want to check it out. 360-degree swivel capabilities. I like it. I'm excited to have it. I could even use this at my desk over here, you know. It's got my normal computer chair, I call it, right here. It doesn't have armrests. And this sits just as high as that does, when the legs are fully extended. So anyway, I am Sean McVeigh. This is Sean's Outdoor Adventures. Thank you for tuning in. Again, I'll put a link in the description for the TideWe website. Also, there is a discount code that I'll put in the description as well. Make sure you use that discount code to get a 15% discount with that current code that they have for us. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, take care and God bless.